and welcome to Crackin' Crime. I'm your host, Jamie Tilson.
Co-host, Seth.
Brought Seth with me again today. And then we've got a special guest with us today, MotorCop Chronicles Podcast.
All right.
Yeah, it sounds like it's good. All right, so we're trying something. We've never had a call-in guest before, so we're giving it a shot. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about your guys' podcast.
I am a 27-and-a-half-year still full-time Leo. Got a couple years left, I'll be retiring. 20 years as a motorcycle cop, still on a motorcycle at 52 years old. Yes, that's stupid. We're on every Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central time. We do a live show called Midweek News, where I take cops and their news stories, criminals and news, and we talk about it and make fun of it most of the time. We're on PC. But on Sundays, if I don't have a guest, I either have a guest or not, but I'll put out other stuff. Try to stay on the comedy side of it. There's a lot of Leo's podcasts out there that are serious about, mental health and all that stuff. So we're just raw, uncut, un-PC, and just try to have fun with it for that side.
It's right up our alley.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
I'm downloading this podcast right now.
Absolutely.
For 20 years.
No, I have not. No.
No, I've been pulled over for a seatbelt violation by quite a few of them now.
You're just a damn criminal.
You don't even know. Honestly, we really could.
We really could with him.
I've got a bit of a history. Never. The thing I do with that seatbelt is buckle it behind me so it don't ding all the damn time.
You want me to tell you something?
Yeah, I do.
There's things you can go on like Amazon and buy, like a seatbelt extender, but they're really good because it clicks into your seatbelt, so it keeps it from dinging.
Actually, I just saw my dad with one of those. I swear to God, going down to Indianapolis this past weekend.
Oh,
he had one. He just had it clipped in, and he kept yelling at me. I was like, well, who doesn't buy two of them when both the front seats ding at you? I bet it was cheaper on Amazon, too, anyway, you cheap ass.
Yeah. This is my nephew.
Yeah. That's kind of the reason why we started the podcast is I'm his nephew. He's my uncle. He's been a cop most of his life. I've been in trouble. I've been in and out of jail, and I changed my life around. So it's two different perspectives on life. We both have pretty much the same sense of humor, though.
So when you were in jail,
Prison, really. Sorry.
or prison,
4 years.
when you were in prison, I found that the best place, Jesus is in prison, because everybody seems to throw in the Bible after they're in prison.
Mm-hmm.
They'll find Jesus.
Yep. That's that jailhouse religion.
I've written Jesus a ticket not too long ago. His name was Hernandez.
Jesus.
I can't tell.
He's driving the Subaru with Texas.
Oh, man. I hope
That's
this
funny.
is recorded because it don't look like it's recorded.
You're not recording?
I don't know.
I wish you would be. I mean, it's been pretty good so far, I
Yeah.
feel like.
It has. I can't tell. We'll have to listen back.
Or not listen back.
Or just not listen. Just put it out there blank. No, I mean it.
Like, this was the pocket.
Yeah, it shows it. I hope that it's working. This has been fun.
Is it? Are you serious?
Sound of silence.
It's moving. See it? It's moving.
Is it still? Yeah, all right. So
So
it might
it's-
be. We might be good.
Whoa. This makes us look really unprofessional. You don't hear any of the big guys doing any of this. I bet his cop buddy that blew up didn't do this.
I know. We'll have to. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It does make me feel. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't remember where we were at.
we were introducing ourselves. So. And Jesus.
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
If I get arrested, I'm going to also identify as a woman.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Identify as a...
Identifying 10 minutes ago.
That's right, and you can switch it however you want to.
I'm going to identify as a carrot so I can stay in the kitchen.
What?
Yeah. Stay where all the food's at.
Do what?
Stay where all the food's at. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put you in the refrigerator. Yeah.
Nice.
Did y'all have red Kool-Aid?
I didn't. I wanted to think it was around.
I worked at a state DSC for about 3 or 4 years when I started. And they had red Kool-Aid in the kitchen. It came in this big box and it had like skull and crossbones on it. It says toxic.
Don't drink the
I'm glad I didn't.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I was in prison. They let me drink as much Kool-Aid as I wanted.
Yeah. I did have a little bit of toilet wine.
I can see you doing that. Yeah.
I didn't make it.
Is that better?
I just wasn't
It's
gonna
not
pass
even
it
your
up.
toilet?
It wasn't made in the toilet though. We all worked on the farm. It's buried in the garden. Just made it that way.
okay.
Yeah.
Are you buried in the garbage bag?
Yep. We had a 5-gallon bucket too. We had a lot of leeway out there. Yep, we did. We paid one of the kitchen workers to give us some sugar and whatever heck else goes in it. I don't know.
Well, that's
You keep your pump stories to yourself.
Oh shit, that was low blow.
It's like he's known you forever.
They're $1, the same price.
Oh, that's funny.
Well, anywho, what's the podcast about today?
Oh, the podcast today? All right. So today we are talking about the KillDozer. Did you do any research on that there, Seth?
I completely forgot about it.
Oh my goodness. So we're talking about Marvin Heemeyer.
Well, I should have gone with that instead of KillDozer. That's the lamest name I've ever heard in my life.
Well, you're going to get to why.
Did he use a dozer?
Let me tell you what. Look, Marvin was a very smart man. He had skills.
With
He did
a
have some
with a
skills.
bulldozer?
That was a KillDozer. Even though he didn't kill anybody.
I know. I don't understand that either. When you're doing the research on it, and it's like, yeah. So it's in Granby, Colorado. He moves into town and buys a piece of land right next to a concrete. Very good. Yeah.
I did my research, Seth.
At least one of us is giving an honest first-time reaction, all right?
True. That was the original, but yeah, I asked you to actually do some research on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I forgot.
So, he moves to town. He buys this right next to a concrete plant. The concrete plant owner wanted to buy the land from him, so he tells him like $215,000 or something like that to buy it. And then the guy finally comes up with the money years later, and then, but then he changes the price tag. He ends up building a muffler shop on the land there. And then...
Everybody enjoys a good muff job. I don't understand what's so funny.
I don't think you probably don't even know what a muffler is. Do you know what a muffler is?
Yeah, I know what a muffler is. Which muff are you talking about?
I bet you know what a catalytic converter is.
He probably knows the going prices.
I wasn't a crackhead. Gee. I know how much wire they keep in between the street lights also.
Oh, man. So he successfully is running this muffler shop. Like a few days a week is all that he works there. And then it's somehow successful. He's had a bunch of successful business ventures throughout his life. Well, then the concrete shop owner then buys the land just south, or just right next door to the muffler shop. It was 2 acres? I believe it was 2 acres.
It was his access.
It was, yeah. And then they start going into disputes because I think that was residential, and they're trying to get it zoned so he can put more concrete equipment or whatever on the property. So this is what sparks everything. Is they get it zoned to commercial so he could do the concrete work through that area, and then he kept disputing it, but then they didn't change anything.
They wouldn't jihad.
Yeah.
He got into a big old argument with, I think, the city council or stuff like that.
Yep. And the Dochef family. And then, so I mean, it was multiple. So he took it to, he complained to the Environmental Protection Agency. He filed lawsuits about it, and he lost everything. But he was
KillDozer was filing everything and doing all this stuff.
Well, his name is that Marvin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he's actively disputing this concrete company getting to have this land south of him or adjacent to his property adjacent. And so this is in 1992, right? No, wait. He purchased 2 acres. So it's 01. Yeah, it was January of 01 when he was taking people to court. So, yeah. Then there was a sewage dispute, saying that he had inadequate solution to sewage, and he was putting his sewage into a buried concrete truck barrel. Yeah. And so anyways,
It was just a shitty situation.
it was a shitty situation. And so they go through all of that, and finally then, he had bought this, it was, here I'll tell you exactly what it is. It was... It was a Komatsu D355A. Yeah.
That lets everybody know exactly.
Yeah, nobody knows what that.
Everybody listening right now, like, damn, I wouldn't have thought it was that much.
So he tries to sell it. It sits out there for a long time. He can't sell it. So he finally decides to pull it in the shop. This is when he now, if I remember right, he sells his property and then he keeps a portion of the building so that way he can...
You sure you studied this?
What's that?
You sure you studied
I
this?
did, yeah.
All right.
He had the bulldozer inside the shop. And
Yep.
he said, you know what? You're all Mad Max would just be alright.
That's exactly right.
So he did kill someone with a damn bulldozer.
He never killed anybody. He only killed himself.
He killed himself.
He killed himself. But he took a piece of metal, it was 1/2-inch thick steel, then an outer 1/2-inch thick piece of steel, and then he filled concrete in between. And then he had little turret ports so he could shoot out of them. And then he put cameras behind bulletproof glass, or like plexiglass, that...
You built like a little bulletproof box with cameras in.
Yeah. And then he had screens inside so he could steer. So this is a big-ass bulldozer, and now he's got 2 layers of steel and concrete. And no air conditioning.
Why the...
He did put air conditioning. I didn't see.
He did. Oh, that's smart thinking.
That's dude. That would have been miserable in there. Oh yeah.
He had like the little Debbie cakes and shit and the honey buns with the white ice.
Had a little hot plate.
I bet he had that red Kool-Aid too.
Yeah, a little red Kool-Aid. So it was crazy. Enough food in there and water to last a week. And then when he closed the hatch, there was no way for him to get out. He welded himself into it. Yeah. So there's no way he's getting out of it. And yeah.
What? Why?
Because he's going. The cameras now. He's got screens for like windows. That's the only way you see where he's going. And then he on the day. What day was it? June 4th of 2004. He goes straight to the concrete plant next door, and he drives through it, demolishes it, and then he basically just starts going through downtown, starts driving through buildings.
Well, he went to all the other. He went to like the courthouses.
Yeah.
Everybody that looked him over,
Yep. So it was Town Hall, Sky High Newspaper, Gamble's General Store, Maple Street Builders, Mountain Parks Electric, Liberty Savings Bank, Copycat Graphics. He drove through the house of the former mayor, and his 82-year-old widowed, or his widow, his 82 years old, is still in the house. Nobody dies. He doesn't hit anybody. He doesn't shoot anybody. Apparently, he had a 50 cal rifle in there, and he was shooting at like electric boxes and propane tanks. It didn't hit nothing.
He's a terrible shot.
Yeah, I think he had a couple of handguns in there too, because he shoots himself with a 357. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he just spoiled the ending right there. I was going to ask how he died. I thought he was going to Hitler it and pop a pill.
I don't think he wanted to kill anybody. I just think he wanted to fuck the town.
Yeah, basically just demolished.
Sounds like he was
town.
very successful at it.
Yeah. So he gets stuck. I think it was at the general store, wasn't it? Or the...
Why would he... I'm guessing he killed himself because he thought he killed some people and he was going to do the rest of his life. But it's like, dude, you only did like a couple $100,000 worth of damage. You probably would have got out in 10, 20 years.
It was $2 million. No, $7 million. Yeah, damage was estimated at $7
That's a lot of restitution, but you're not going to do life for that.
No, I don't think that was the point. The point was...
I mean, he welded himself in. He knew he wasn't going to.
What the hell? That's a weird...
And they had...
Why?
The other crazy part is they've got officers just walking around it because it's moving so slow. And
like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What did it say? Like 2 miles an hour was all the faster this thing was moving.
Oh jeez. You can walk. Yeah, you can walk way faster.
Yeah, but it was well, except for the basement because he got stuck in the basement. Yeah.
Oh jeez.
And he couldn't get out, so he was just
did all that prep work. He couldn't avoid the houses with basements.
He was like,
you're in Colorado. Yeah. There ain't that many there. You wouldn't think anyway.
So yeah, he then just offs himself. But officers were trying to shoot. They shot the metal. They tried to shoot the cameras out so he couldn't steer, but they couldn't hit anything because it was all bulletproof everything.
Yeah, it's pretty much a tank. They should make a movie about that.
I think they've made.
Did they really?
Yeah, they have. It was called Tread. I tried looking it up today, but it's not on there.
Huh.
But apparently, it was like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
What?
Yeah, and a lot of people hail this guy a hero for some weird, crazy ass reason. I don't get it, but for standing up for himself. Right, they were just walking with it.
Yeah, they were just walking by. I mean, you could have.
Those cops weren't.
Started mowing cops down.
Easy.
Trying to, stuff like that. But to run over somebody, it would have been like the Austin Power thing.
Yeah. No, please.
No, just move.
Just move.
That person with no legs.
Yeah. So happen to not have your wheelchair right there at the time.
I mean, a little rascal goes faster.
Your kid's in front of that bulldozer. You can...
Get me, but my son got this red rascal.
Your son's out in front of that KillDozer. He'll be alright. He's got plenty of time.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time. Yeah. Son, get your stuff. Get in here.
Can I spray paint the wheel on the front of that thing? Yeah, as long as you keep walking backwards slowly.
I mean, I've seen a PT Cruiser with flame stickers on it.
Oh yeah, that's fast. Think twice before pulling that guy over.
Peel and stick hood scoop on it with the fake stick-on vents on it, fast. And to finish it off, to keep it down for your gription, you put a fin on the back of it.
No traction bars or nothing?
No, it did have one of them little go-kart mufflers on it. It's like, when you see a Dodge Neon going down the road with a fin, and like the hood scoop and shit on it, it's like, I'm looking at it, like, yep. And I drive up, because I'm just guessing. And I drive up and I look at it, yep. Jesus, the swap vehicle. I'm not being racist. I'm just telling you how it is.
That's funny.
The Hispanic population, men, would try to trick out a Pinto.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a Dodge Neon for about 6 months.
That doesn't surprise me.
KillDozer,
What's that?
After it's all said and done, they dismantled the damn thing. It just like got rid of it. I've been like, that should have been in the center of my town. Like, we didn't want people just looky loose. You live in a little dinky ass town. You should have put it in the town square and made a monument out of it. Then it would become a sightseer tourist destination.
Yeah, if I was down,
Absolutely.
if I was driving through that area,
Oh,
I'd
you'd go see the
detour
KillDozer.
30 minutes to an hour just to go see
Oh,
KillDozer.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
It'd be different if you went in there and killed a whole bunch of people. He killed nobody.
Right.
Yep.
Just like they come down to some famous KillDozer.
And
$5 to take a picture.
absolutely. Make some of that money back that that the state paid to fix up the
Yeah.
town. Well, and then they dismantled the whole thing. And then they spread... Right. Because they didn't want anybody to monument, or they didn't want to, like, sell off any parts if they knew that's what it's from. So they shredded the thing. They just took it all apart, and parts everywhere. They don't know where it's
So they paid people to take it. They lost more money to take it apart and lose what they couldn't make money off.
Yeah, they probably spent another $100,000 just...
Let's go in the
taking
hole
things.
and get rid of this thing we can make money off of.
I know. No, yeah, they didn't think about nothing on that one. I know. That's crazy.
Like I said, I would have made a whole memorial thing, like I said, made some money on it. But
Oh, absolutely.
this here, I'm just great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You look like you're gonna go fight in a 1400s battle.
I'm jealous. This is him.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Got a long chin.
What is that?
First,
That's what you get out of it. Dude got a
that's
long chin.
That's what I got out of it. Yeah. Well, I'm a little jealous as I'm 32 and I don't have that much facial hair, so like, if I had that much facial hair and chin, I wouldn't off myself. I'd be happy. I mean, I can't grow a beard to save my life. Gosh, be lucky. I've heard that Beards Club, whatever you choose. I'm gonna go with neither.
Just gonna keep not shaving or doing nothing.
Yeah. Jackson was like, "What's the last time you trimmed your chin hair?" I was like, "How long have we been together?" Probably before that. Now mind your own business. I don't. Yeah.
Look, he gets snap jokes like me.
It jiggles too. That surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. It jiggles.
That's awesome.
Fucking computer beard that jiggles.
All right, so the next thing we were going to talk about was Jon Bonet Ramsey.
That sounds familiar.
So we haven't covered Jon Bonet Ramsey.
I know. I heard it on my own accord. I have a life outside of the podcast. I don't know if you know that.
I don't believe you. Yeah, I don't believe that you ever study anything. So that's actually a crazy, crazy story. That one could be like a full-blown episode in and of itself. But they're saying, I just saw there's some update popping up all over the place. I have absolutely no idea if it's true. But they're saying that this guy confessed to the murder.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 1800s. When you said Jon Bonet Ramsey, I don't know why, but that's what.
That's his name?
Wait, that sounds really familiar. Ghislaine Maxwell. That's what I always said when I read the reports. Ghislaine.
It says Gary Oliva.
There's 3 names?
Well, this one was July 1st. Gary Oliva is a possible suspect. He has now confessed to her murder.
Wait, Ghislaine Maxwell, that's that lady that had to do something with Bezos, isn't that? Or Epstein.
Says true crime TikTokers Ghislaine Maxwell killed Jon Bonet Ramsey. Well, if it's on TikTok, it must be.
It must be true. 100%.
Yeah, this is. Yep, Gary Oliva.
Gary Oliva confessed to killing Jon Bonet Ramsey. So this all ties in somehow to the Epstein pedophile island. Is that what you're telling me?
Is that where Gary Oliva is from?
No, but if you're bringing in Ghislaine Maxwell, she's the one that got arrested after he hung himself.
I don't know anything about that. It says Oliva has confessed to killing the girl in letters to Vail for years.
Yeah, convicted pedophile possibly linked to Jon Bonet Ramsey killing. August, she was born in August.
Yeah,
so
apparently he's confessed a bunch of times to it.
Well, yeah, with the family saying no.
Right, which is crazy. Because what I saw the other day was apparently the guy was like in town that weekend or something, and they were able to prove that. But I'm not seeing that in this report that I'm reading now.
Hmm.
And he's doing 10 years right now for being in possession of child support. So he's a pedo already.
Right.
Yeah.
He's saying he killed her.
He was already a suspect before he admitted it, though. That's what I'm reading.
Right.
Basically, they're never going to know
Yeah.
No, unfortunately, they're not. That's why that case is
so big. It's just like Jimmy Hoffa and all those other ones, when you don't know, it makes you more interested in it.
Well, I just saw a deal the other day that they were possibly found Jimmy Hoffa, but
what was the big one back in the 50s, 40s, 60s when they first started doing planes? It was like Amelia Earhart or something like that. Or
you talking about D.B. Cooper?
No, I love D.B. Cooper, but there was like a baby stolen. Big deal a long time ago. It's not ringing any bells?
No.
God damn it. That's going to bug the hell out of me.
Oh, yeah, with Jon Bonet. It's really interesting. And I think so, too.
Lindbergh. That's what I'm thinking of. Lindbergh. The Lindbergh child that was kidnapped. And I don't think anyone knows anything about that to this day, do they?
Not that I know. I'd have to research that a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I do know that with Jon Bonet, so there were so many things that messed up that investigation from the very beginning. So without going like crazy into it, they thought it was a kidnapping, so they sent people that were not like their best homicide people. They took the parents' word on the search of the home, and I think they did a brief search themselves, but they didn't like search the basement fully. And then
classic OJ mistakes.
Well, the OJ mistakes are completely different.
But it's mistakes cops made. Just saying.
Yeah, we did that episode.
Deep down in my heart, you're still a cop and I'm a convict.
Well, this gal was like a brand new investigator. I don't even think she had gone to like investigative school. So she was just like been assigned as an investigator. It was like training. And then they were like there with other people, but they left her there with the family. And then they left to go do other things. They were waiting for a call from the kidnapper.
Mm.
And then all of a sudden, the family is like restless. And she goes, go search the house again. Then all of a sudden, the dad comes running up carrying the daughter from the basement.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
When your kid goes missing, how do you not check your entire house before you even call the freaking cops?
They had searched it, but they... What's that?
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. Yeah, I was going to say, like, I've never had a kid myself, but I was only 5 when that happened, but I've been many ages when my aunt or my parents lost one of my younger cousins or siblings, and we had to fucking look everywhere.
We had a call one time. These people, this lady called hysterical, freaking out. Couldn't find the kid. The kid was like, 3 years old. Couldn't find the kid. I get over there, like I said, wigging out. I've been through the house 3 times. It was a little bitty ass house too. Probably like 800-900 square feet. I'm like, all right, just calm down. Like, what happened if she's out in the weeds or the woods? I said, have you seen, was the door of the house open? And no. I'm like, calm down. I started looking. She said, I already looked in the house. That's what I want to look at. Guess what?
It's in a closet.
The kid in the house. Where? Because I started looking at everything. The kid had crawled up behind the sofa that was up against the wall.
Oh, jeez.
With his bottle and was sleeping.
That's about right.
I moved the guy. Saved the day.
You're my hero.
That's awesome.
Of course, I had a lady one time call. I had to go out and she said somebody stole her golf cart. Very famous neighborhood. $1 million house. Something didn't fit right with it. So I walked outside. She said, it was right there. I went, well, the reason why she couldn't find her golf cart because she forgot she parked it in the backyard. So I recovered her golf cart where she parked it where she just didn't realize she had parked it. Saved the day once again.
if I'm slow or bored at work, I like to call the cops and complain about little petty shit all the time. You know.
By that he means me.
I'm a plumber.
Mm-hmm. That's what they all say
You got nothing, yeah. Your toilet clogs. Just saying, be careful because if your water springs a leak and you don't know how to fix it. I wish.
I got that new flex pipe too.
When the pipe has poo in it, it really kills the mood.
I didn't know you liked the back door.
Well, I did do 4 years in prison. Looks like recently.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
I've been doing it for 4 years, so I don't know. We got a master plumber and we got me right now, and that's it.
So you're not the master.
No, not yet. I got 2 years from December till I get my master's.
So, like, once you become the master, is that when you get full butt crack? Right?
I'm trying
Yeah,
not to. I do
He's not allowed
notice.
to put any butt crack out.
I
right
do
now.
notice that literally everyone older than me has the plumber's crack going on.
Watch out, that crack don't be violating your parole.
None of the pornos have the plumber's crack either, so I don't know. Obviously, it's not true.
I don't know how these youngsters walk around with their pants around their asshole.
And still don't have plumber's crack. I don't know. I don't get it.
I mean, I know I'm old, but, you know, like I'm saying, it's called underwear.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you got. It's like, of course, you know, everybody's like, "Yeah, that don't bother you." I'm like, nope, not at least. See, I'm in my 50s now. I'm not as in great a shape as I used to be in my younger days. And it's real hard to run fast when you're trying to hold your pants up. Makes it easier to catch them. That's why you need to bring them blanket sheets back. Every time you take a step, put the kids' legs.
Yeah. Flashy light ones, yeah.
Get those, because when you're running from me at night, it's like that. There it is, right there.
Just sit in the truck and follow him around, wait till he tuckers out.
That's right. Well, I got a truck. He's got a motorcycle.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Who's got a motorcycle?
You got a motorcycle.
Wait. I mean, you have a motorcycle also.
Yeah, I have a motorcycle.
Oh, nice. Either one, you're not going off-road.
Really not. I've been there for a traffic car cop reason.
That's awesome. So have you ever went up and worked Sturgis?
No, that's on my bucket list. To go to Sturgis one day. Just got rid of one of my bucket list things. I did go to. I just went to Police Week this past May.
Police week. What's that?
We had one of our not from my department, but it was another MotorCop. Y'all the ambushes we had down here.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the cops finally succumbed to his injuries.
Oh.
They put him on the wall in 2 days. So I went down there with some other guys, different agents. Got to ride my police motorcycle and help escort families. And I got to do that. And that was on my bucket list to be in D.C. and be able to do that before I retired. I was starting to run out of time.
Oh, yeah, that's freaking
That's
awesome.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I did. It's not as cool as that. I did Sturgis one year, and then I worked for Pennington County a different year. But they're always looking for people that actually can ride a bike up there.
Yeah, from what I hear, all you gotta do is call.
Yeah, well, they send out stuff all the time.
Yeah.
And then, well, they want foot patrol too. That's what I did. But they, well, because we don't have, I mean, in Nebraska, I'm in a rural county, so a motorcycle wouldn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, all someone would have to do is just make a right-hand turn off the highway onto the gravel road, and I'd be screwed. So,
or try that in a small-town county.
Well, yeah, we'd be going for a long time. Washboards and thick gravel and spots, and it'd be, yeah. So, I like my pickup for my county.
I had a pickup. And I told I was working on the interstate. Looked at the sheriff and said, I want that Charger out there. So I said, I like the truck. I appreciate it. I said, you know, you try to word stuff because it didn't go fast.
Yeah, they don't.
It cut off at 105. Okay? It had the area in it, but it cut off at 105. I told them I needed it chipped, and they handed me a bag of Doritos. I don't want to go to the boss and say, hey, get a different car because 105 is not fast enough. But it's like, cause I looked at the major and I said, well, look, he cuts off at 105. It's just not fast enough. I said, you know, I'm on the interstate and dead still. And I'm clocking people sometimes at 95 and 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
And I said, you know, if they're not get traffic in front of me, I can't catch them. Not catch up with them, they try to pull. So I end up getting the Charger. It does more than 105. But,
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we've got a couple.
I'm lucky because, unfortunately, we're GPS and stuff. And, you know, if we sustain 84 or 85 miles an hour for 2 minutes more, it will set the alarm off. Of course, if you hit 100 miles an hour on back, it sets the alarm off. Sets it to mail to the
Right.
So, I don't know if they have mine shut off or whatever. Because, you know, when I work traffic, I don't get over 100. You know, I never get called in about it. Somebody's phone up, I get complaints. Like the guy that's my major, you know, we were talking one day, and it's like, when I went to police academy, he was like 10.
That's awesome.
So, yeah. 2 more years and done.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I've got way more than that.
Well, I had my over 30 years. Everybody's like, hey, you're not going to drop. I'm like, yeah, well, thought about it, but I always feel like nowadays that I'm one call away from seeing it.
Yeah, I hear that.
So doing my job right.
Right.
Yeah.
I just, I was talking with because I'm going to be talking about this on mine probably this weekend or something. I'm going to put that in there. So, but, did you see the video? Which state it was in? But they got in a car chase with this 18-wheeler and they finally got him stopped. And they said, you know, they let the dog loose, but the guy's hanging for it. The dog took a chunk out of his arm or something like that.
Oh, I haven't. No.
Shit.
And of course, you know, the activists come out. It says, it's on, I was watching it. It's on full body cam stuff. It's blurry on it.
Oh, okay.
Of course, they don't fire the cop, you know. But it's just an article. They found he did not violate department policy by letting his dog loose. He might have had his hands up, but he was still not complying with any order. They chased him in this 18-wheeler for like, I don't know how many miles. It's like a half-hour long car chase. They had spike stripped it. But he didn't violate any policy, but they fired him and trying to shut up the road bomb.
Oh, wow.
Oh, jeez.
And this dude, even if he got bit, he screams like the little bitch that he
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, you're in law enforcement.
Yep.
I say it all the time. When people say I'm not, when people are saying I'm not resisting, while they're resisting, that don't count as not resisting. Saying you're not resisting, because if you're not resisting, you're just gonna put your hands behind your back. You're not gonna try to hold them tighter. Like, I'm not resisting. Bullshit, motherfucker. But you're still resisting.
It is. Yep.
Arresting someone with force is not pretty. This ain't the movies, okay? In the movies, you can shoot the bad guy in the pinky toe and they'll fall over dead.
Yeah, or you kick them in the face and they never get up again.
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone could take 2 bullets to the heart and one to the head and take it off and keep going.
Yeah.
And every bad guy, 1 bullet, they're dead. It just don't work like that in real life.
No.
People don't realize.
No, they're two movies or what everybody grew up on. That's what they believe is.
I mean, when they came in there and extracted you from the cells and maced you and electronic shield on you, I mean, how did that feel?
I did what I was supposed to. I didn't get in trouble. I really didn't.
That was good.
I was a trustee.
I was a couple times.
I always tell people, they're like, oh, the work release just ran off the plane. Are you surprised? I call them
We've had that. We had one time probably when I got down to about 8 months, I went to a halfway center. So you're still in prison. You're still in a building where you got bunks and all that, but they can drop you off for an hour. You can walk through Lawton, Oklahoma, and you can put in applications. And there's probably about 10 or 15 of the businesses there that will hire you under a pretense that you get half of the money that they pay you and they get the other half. It's all about money. And then a quarter of your half goes on your books. Yeah, it still is, of course. But before that, you have to go work for counties. So you pick up trash, do whatever that county needs you to do. And I can't remember the name of that small town I worked for, but there's a really nice guy that was in charge of us. And we had this other older guy. I won't say what race or anything he was or nothing like that, but he was taking advantage of how nice this guy was.
Oh, yeah. So we're still going. Okay. So we're resuming from where we kind of left off there for a minute.
We're live again?
We're live again. We had some technical difficulties. So at this point, I think I'd just like to thank you, sir, for coming on the episode with us. It was fantastic. I think I had a great time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, everybody go check out MotorCop Chronicles Podcast. It's very good stuff. You got anything you'd like to say, sir?
Well, we have to have you crack guys on here.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Anytime.
That'll work for us.
Hopefully you'll do a better job at it than we did.
We're going to get some better equipment. So we haven't plugged anything on this episode at all. So if you like what you heard, go check us out on Patreon. All of our social media stuff. Everything's at
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Are we on Instagram?
Yeah, I believe so.
Fuck, I don't think I follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
Shit.
Go check us out. All of that stuff. Help us treat our call-in guests better and make a better episode out of it, because this was a fantastic episode. I hope it turns out as good as it sounds here.
Yep.
So, all right, that's it. Everybody, check out MotorCop Chronicles. All of our social medias. Like us, share us, 5 stars, all that stuff. Thank you, guys.